Free shipping in continental U.S. only. See website for subscription offer details.
Calling all partners. Losing weight is better together with Nutrisystem's new partner plan. It's so much easier when you do it together. You'll both get new premium meals with up to 30 grams of protein. They're big and filling and taste delicious. New skillet selections that go from pan to plate in minutes. And new restaurant faves that taste like your favorite restaurant meals, portioned at half the calories. Powered by the science of ProSync to help keep your blood sugar steady and you losing weight. Motivate each other, keep each other accountable, and reach your goals with Nutrisystem's partner plan. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/diet right now and get 50% off. You heard me right. Go to Nutrisystem.com/diet right now and get 50% off everything. Don't wait. This special offer will not last long. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/diet right now and get 50% off. Go to Nutrisystem.com/diet.
We're talking about podcasts. We're talking about podcasts.
Merry Mini Monday, Chunkies. I'm Carter, and that one felt really good.
Good, I'm glad.
I'm Doge. I think this episode is about to not feel really good.
I'm Jordan, and per the dynamic of our podcast, I don't know what to feel yet.
If this Mini Monday, if we saw a trailer for this Mini Monday before Dune, which we're reviewing tomorrow, it would be one of those where they juxtapose like a child's song with really scary moments. Mm-hmm. So it would be very slowly like,
but it would be like,
clean up, clean up. Bum, wah, and it's just got like all these things. You're like looking around scared. Bum, bum, bing, bum. Just me singing happy birthday. It's my birthday.
Like, tell us where he is.
It's my birthday today, and we're not going to get into this.
We'll cry if you want to.
We're not going to get to the scary part just yet, because there's one thing to have complete control of a podcast episode, and it's another thing to have complete control on your birthday. It's just worse.
It's just bad.
It's just much worse. Before we go into extra credit, I would love to talk about, so DC, I don't even know the name of what is it, DC Con?
It's called Fandom.
Fandom, that's right.
Super cool.
Yeah.
They give everybody gladiator swords and just tell them to go at it. But the swords are made of fan blades, and that's why it's called that.
I love that. DC Fandom happened recently, and we got a bunch of trailers. And it's kind of an amalgamation. It's a mix of this project and that project. It's kind of what movies used to be like when people would announce new movies before there were entire universes that worked together. But there's a handful of things that I want us to talk about. I think we probably should first discuss a trailer that I think maybe all of us, I know at least I saw a trailer for The Batman.
Sure.
Before we saw Dune. And I'm personally for it. I think it looks great.
Listen to me. I hate that I am excited about this.
Why?
Why do you hate it?
Because DC has been just hurting me, just causing me pain and agony.
You're afraid for another letdown?
I'm afraid for another letdown, but y'all, the Matt Reeves Batman looks so cool.
Yeah,
it looks really very good.
It's one of those things for me that I just kind of hit reset because it does look and feel so different from our most recent iteration of the Batman.
That's true.
See, my hesitancy, there is a bit of hesitancy because it looks and feels so different from Batfleck and looks and feels so exactly similar to Christian Bale to me.
It is pretty similar looking. The vibe.
It feels like, I think this is probably an uncharitable read of the situation, but I don't have the highest opinion of Warner Brothers and their management of the properties that they own.
Yeah.
It feels like they were just like, we can't figure out how to do anything but a Dark Knight, so we'll just make a Dark Knight again.
Yeah.
And I have more faith in Matt Reeves than that. Matt Reeves' Planet of the Apes movies are among the surprisingly best movies that, like, one of the best franchises that has come out in the past 10 years.
Super underrated, yeah.
Completely shocking how good those are. And I think he can do anything.
I agree. My excitement for the Batman, it boils down to 5 things in this order. Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson,
Okay.
Paul Dano,
Okay.
Zoe Kravitz,
Yep.
Colin Farrell. Regardless of project, if you combine those 5 elements, I'm going to get excited about it.
What about Serkis? What about Andy?
Oh, yeah, obviously Andy Serkis. I totally forgot. Yeah. So
And then,
essentially my point is this
Wright
cast and
as well,
director
right?
is a beautiful,
And Jeffy.
beautiful
Carter's right. And Jeffy.
connection. Mm-hmm. And Jeffy.
It just looks good. I think I'm just here for it. I'm ready for cleansing of the palate, I think, as far as it comes to Batman.
Getting huge vibes of Batman Year One, which is among my favorite graphic novels, which is telling the story of Gordon's first year on the GCPD, which happens to be Batman's first year of operation in Gotham. That I know this is set during Batman's second year of being a Batman. But it also really, really reminds me of Earth One. DC tried to sort of go the Ultimate Comics route and make alternative interpretations of their heroes unburdened by decades of continuity, but then also did New 52, which was kind of the same idea, and has done Flashpoint, which is kind of the same idea, and an infinite number of crises on infinite Earths, which is kind of the same idea. And so the Earth One line kind of got lost in the shuffle, but this really, really looks like Batman Earth One to me, particularly Alfred. In that story, Alfred is ex-British Special Forces.
Oh, cool.
And kind of personal security for the Waynes, and then sort of becomes butler, housekeeper. And so he's a lot more gruff and a lot harder. And I feel like that's going to be Serkis's kind of vibe as Alfred.
I think he's going to be, this will be one of those movies where I'm there's the gif of the boy from like either it's an old commercial or something, but it's this little boy from like the 80s or 90s, and he's looking around like,
yeah,
like looking up like, what's all of this?
It's an old Disney World commercial, isn't it?
Is it really? It might be.
I thought so.
Yeah, but it's one of those moments where you keep forgetting who all is in it, and that'll be fun.
Right.
I mean, Dune was like that.
I know,
sure.
It's a lot like what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. But not only did we have the Batman, we also had one of our personal favorite boys, a good friend of the podcast, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, has a movie coming out, Black Adam. Did y'all see any of the teases on that?
No.
I did.
I'm okay. I'll go see it. I think I'm going to go see it. It's going to have. It feels Aquaman-y to me, and I don't think either of y'all saw that.
Simultaneous release.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well,
that's
it
fine.
was barely a teaser because they really haven't shot much yet. They animated a lot of the concept art, which was cool, but The Rock feels like one of those guys that's always like, I got something big. I'm working on something big. It's coming. You don't even know how hard I've been on my grind lately.
And the big thing is the paycheck.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, well, we'll see, I guess, if Black Adam comes out. You were casting that role in 2007. So let's see a full. Yeah.
It was really 2007.
Yes.
Wow.
I'll save us some time in regards to my involvement with DC fandom. I watched 3 trailers. I watched The Batman, and then I watched Arkham Knights and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League or whatever. The two.
Oh, Gotham Knights?
Gotham Knights. Yeah. Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League or whatever.
Gotcha.
The 2 game trailers. And my response to both of those is meh.
Yeah. You didn't watch the new Flash? Andy Muschietti?
Nope.
Coming hot off of It?
Nope.
I watched that, and it's
Me too.
weird.
I don't understand
really
the continued, like, either go all in on the Snyderverse, Batmans and Supermans and Flashes and Aquamans, or go all out. I don't understand this, like, half in, half out.
WB, in regards to DC movies, cannot decide between cashing a fat check and making something good. They cannot make up their mind.
Yeah.
So they keep trying to do both.
It's true. And it's annoying. We also got some pretty good Marvel news recently. Marvel just has this steady leak I think,
Yeah.
of just stuff coming out and with enough projects, the amount of projects they have right now, I mean, it's not wild for there to be something every 2 weeks to hear about. But I think our Adam Warlock is locked in. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We're Adam
Will
Warlocked
Poulter.
in, and I'm for it. Our buddy from
I am as
Midsummer.
well.
I think he'll get beefed up a little bit. Not going to play anything near the role that we saw him in the movie that reviewed on our podcast.
No.
At first I was kind of like, I don't know. And then I saw more photos of him and people doing that. Fans begin very quickly to start doing their
Making fan art. Yeah.
deviant art renderings of what they think he's going to look like. And I think that's going to be really good. Another kind of bummer of news. It's a bummer, but I'm also glad we got the news this early, is all of our next phase movies after Spider-Man are just getting bumped. They're getting bumped in their release date 2 or 3 months, which I'm okay with that. As it just makes me feel like it's not going to be something that gets dropped on us a month before it's supposed to come out. I feel like before studios were really figuring out what they wanted to do, sometimes we would get like not yet. Ooh, sorry, not yet. And hopefully we don't get it too much more. But it's okay to bump that. I think I'm pretty excited. We're only a couple of mini Mondays away from starting to talk about another Marvel show.
Oh yeah.
And so start getting grab your quiver, because we're going to be doing some Hawkeye. But for now,
I just wish you guys liked Marvel like I did and would watch What If.
I can't believe I haven't watched that.
I know.
I
can't believe you haven't watched that.
I've been tasked with watching a very scary show. I've decided I like horror movies. I don't like horror sagas. I'm exhausted.
Because you gotta go to bed before it ends.
I'm
Before it's resolved.
exhausted.
Yeah.
10 hours of, is that Mr. Smiley again? I don't know.
Before we move on from trailer talk, you okay if I grab the reins for a couple minutes here?
Yeah.
There are 3 trailers I want to talk very briefly about. And I don't know if we all got them or not. The first one, I'm going to come at you with a surprising take, perhaps. Did you guys get the trailer for Redeeming Love?
No.
So the book,
I saw it on Facebook.
The Christian book, Redeeming Love, is getting a live action film. Here's my take. Ready? I am a vocal opponent of bad art and an especially vocal opponent of bad Christian art because it is lazy and dumb and bad, and it's a cash grab for people that will buy anything with that label on it.
Kind of pandering.
I'm not going to see this movie because it doesn't interest me. It's got to be the highest quality thing I've seen come out of that sector maybe ever. So good. I'll say good for them. Good job. I'm not going to see it
outside of Lord of the Rings.
Well,
yeah, if we want to expand it that far, then sure.
I'm kidding.
Sure, you're going to include Disney's Narnia movies in that?
No.
I bet there ain't no Aslan in this.
Maybe.
Do we have to bleep that? Okay, so the second trailer I want to talk about is for Uncharted. That trailer dropped yesterday.
I didn't
see it. I didn't get that one.
It was before my movie.
I'm in.
I've seen a lot of hate for this online. I'm excited. I'm pumped about it.
I'm super excited.
It's gonna be a video game movie.
I can tell you, having not seen the trailer, having played each of the Uncharteds and loved each of them.
Yep, same.
I'm incredibly cold on this idea.
Yeah,
I think the cast is so completely wrong for this.
I think it could work.
I'll
go on record and say I think it could work.
Plus, it's
especially
not even trying to
young,
be
like an origin story.
Yeah, I'm in.
Which is also told in 4, but still, or 3, but it doesn't matter.
It's kind of how I feel about. I mean, maybe this is spicy. It's kind of how I feel about The Last of Us. I think I'm excited for the show, but I'm quite nervous for the show because the games from that particular studio, from Naughty Dog, are so cinematic
it doesn't
that
need
it's like it doesn't need a movie of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I feel that.
I hear you. I am excited about it though, but like the show and the movie. Last, but kind of not least for me, did you guys get the trailer for Ambulance?
No.
Oh, with Jake?
Y'all,
I don't know, dude. Here's the
I'm
thing.
kind of pumped about a Michael Bay movie right now.
Does Jake play an ambulance? I'm going to guess what it is. Ready? Jake plays an ambulance.
That's
Am I
Yes,
right?
correct.
Yes.
I knew
I
it.
think I'm going to see it. One of our friends that came with us to the movie leaned over. He's like, "Are you in?" I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm in." We both started this. It was Mike Trozo, who's been on our podcast before.
Oh, Mike.
Shout out Sky High. But
Did he bring his Sky High book?
He brought a Sky High book. It was great.
Good.
He just takes it with him everywhere just in case.
We were kind of passing
horror
around
crux.
a piece of passing around the gym floor there. But we saw stuff come up and it was just like real fast camera. And then it says Michael Bay. And then it's
Dude,
like
I
we
know.
have this kind of like ironic, sarcastic fist bump that we're like, yeah, Michael Bay.
I feel the same way. It's definitely Michael Bay, but it kind of looks like pre-Transformers Michael Bay that's just like unapologetically big and loud.
Yeah. And it feels like there's a theme that most of this movie, I think this is going to be a movie that's like most of it's in an ambulance.
I think it is. And I looked up just general reaction online. Apparently this script leaked a while back and is like very good. I'm not going to read it because I want to be surprised by the movie. But basically the buzz is like, wait, is this that script? And everybody's like, yeah, dude, this is that script. So kind of interested.
That's exciting. As we talk about Jake Gyllenhaal, I've got a little mini shout out recommendation.
Go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were going to kick us into the worst game of all time.
No,
and I have one more thing I want to say before we perish.
No. Mini little shout out here. So there are a couple of things that I would recommend those of you who are big movie lovers to get lost in. If you'd
there are
like,
any of those
follow down that rabbit hole. Hollywood Reporter, I think it's Hollywood Reporter, does roundtable discussions all the time, every year. And it's essentially a bunch of people that are nominated for something, for an Oscar for that year. So you'll get everyone that's nominated for something to do with soundtrack or music around a table. For instance, I watched one with Sting and John Legend and Justin Timberlake and Alicia Keys, and they're all talking about music. There's also something called Actors on Actors, and it's actors interviewing actors. And there's one with Jake Gyllenhaal and Margot Robbie. There's one with Timothée Chalamet and Emma Stone, and they're just interviewing each other. And we get to see them talk to each other for 30 minutes. Those roundtables get up to an hour long, but it's really one of those things that's just kind of fun to have on in the background. And it's kind of fascinating stuff to me. So I'd give that a hard recommendation. Doge, you had one thing to add?
I was just going to say on the subject of leaks, Jordan, you talked about that leaked script. There have been some leaks from Eternals that are making their way onto the internet.
I haven't heard any of these. I don't want to.
After the advanced screening. I'm not going to tell you them. I just think the play from Marvel is pretty interesting because I started seeing that headline, major plot leaks from Eternals spoiled ahead of movie's international release date. And then it was, in particular, there is a surprise character in Eternals. There is a surprise actor playing a surprise role. And then began to see stories, two separate stories of this surprise person is playing this surprise role. And I just think that's a really interesting play. It feels as though one of them is true and one of them is a fake spoiler put out.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. They could both be true. They could neither be true. But right now, the read I'm getting is that one of these is a real leak and one of them is an imagined leak. But I
Have
thought
you
that was,
looked at the leaks? Have you seen the leaks?
Yes. Yeah.
Do any of them excite you?
Both of them do. I'd be okay with either one of them. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. That's good to know.
Interesting.
That's
Okay.
good to know.
One feels a little more far-fetched than the other, but you know, we're going to get a
So does a
movie.
multiverse.
I was about to say we're going to get a fifth movie soon featuring a talking tree, so I don't know that really anything's off the table.
Sure.
Yeah. Amazing.
All right, ruin our lives. Let's do this.
I'm not going to ruin your lives. It's not going to be nearly as harsh as I said. When I thought about it, I was like, I don't want to do a 2-hour mini Monday. So here's what we're going to do. It is pretty rough because it's my birthday and it's extra credit. And
there's
we're going to be
nothing you love
talking
more than the suffering of your friends.
and we're going to be
that's my
talking
favorite
about
thing to do
Dune
on my
tomorrow.
birthday.
We're going to be talking about Dune tomorrow. I kind of feel like Joaquin Phoenix from Gladiator. It's like, yes, people I know are suffering, but the people love it. Like the audience is digging it. You know what I'm saying?
It's really healthy. I've always said that, in my opinion, Commodus is the person you should most identify with just in everyday life.
I know, and I love that. I really do.
That's why they named toilets after him.
Commode. We're going to do Dune, and I have 10 actors that you must use for extra credit. But wait, you can really narrow this down in a very simple and thoughtful way. I'm going to give you a short quiz about me. And if you get these answers right, you'll lock it in just as you do on extra credit.
Okay.
I'll remove one of the actor recommendations.
Okay.
So far,
Great.
I'm making you. So far, if you don't know anything about me, you're punished. And I think that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair.
On your birthday, yeah.
It's Timothy Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, Stellan Skarsgård, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, Dave Bautista, and David Dastmalchian. Because I know that y'all could at least take a shot at all 10 of those people. And that's one of the things that makes Dune a good time. I'm not gonna spoil for tomorrow. But I've got 10 of them here.
Makes Dune a movie we watched.
Question number one. Question number one I have for you two. On Carter's birthday bash, special extra credit, My Friends Might Die game. What is my favorite movie? You can deliberate and then you can lock it in.
It's The Silence of the Lambs.
Really? I thought it was Trolls 2. Are you sure it's
it might
Silence
be
of the
Trolls
Lambs?
2. Hold on.
Okay.
The extra credit bug is
let's go,
Trolls 2
let's go silent.
Let's go
Silence of the Lambs. Lock it in.
Bing, 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 bing. You need to remove one actor now from that
David
list.
Dastmalchian's got to go.
I was going to say Javier Bardem.
All right, Javier Bardem. Let's get rid of him.
All right, Javi's out.
It feels like I could have gotten his top 4 without thinking, but let's get rid of him.
Who is my favorite actor of all time?
That one's easy as well. Gary Oldman, lock it in.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Youngboy. Gerald Youngboy, lock it in.
Bing, 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 bing. You can remove another.
Got real scared that it was Alan
actor.
Rickman for like half a second.
No.
You can remove another actor.
You want to do David 101 Dalmatians right now?
Yes.
He's the scary one to me. I don't think we could get him at all.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we've lost David Dastmalchian and Javier Bardem.
No Davey, no Javi.
Next question. This one's personal. How old am I turning today?
33.
I believe it's 33.
33.
Lock
it in.
Bing, 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 bing. You can remove one more.
How about Stelly?
Yeah, I'm down to get rid of Stelly.
This next one is timed.
Oh, no.
You will have 15 seconds to name 5 actors or actresses that I have impersonated on this podcast. You'll have 15 seconds and your time starts, and you can work on this together.
Yeah.
Now.
Sylvester
De Niro.
De Niro.
Ding, 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 ding.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken,
Bing,
3.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, 4.
Bing, bing, bing.
Bill Nye, 5.
Bing, bing, bing. 11 seconds. You were 4 off. You can remove another actor.
Oh, my goodness. Did you have a complete list of that, by the way?
No, I would just know.
Okay. Once you become a character, there's always a little part of them
There's always a little part of
that
them
recognizes themselves.
Who you removing?
I don't remember the rest of the list. I mean, it's the
Okay,
Dune
so
cast,
you have removed Javier Bardem.
Yep.
You have removed David Dastmalchian. Who was the one that you just?
Stelly.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Oh, Stellan Skarsgård. So you still have left Dave Bautista, Josh Brolin, Jason Momoa, Oscar Isaac, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, and Timothy Chalamet.
Let's get Dave Bautista out of here.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista's out. I've got one more for you. So it'll end up being that you can do 5. You'll have to do 5 actors, but you can get down to 5. What was the second podcast that I recorded with 2 chunks and a hunk?
It was after Crazy Stupid Love. I believe it was.
I think it was Pride and Prejudice.
I think it was Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, let's lock it in.
Lock it in.
Bing, bing, bing. Ooh. I thought that one might have been a little bit of trouble. Certainly stands out on my timeline. But here we go. Let's jump into a special birthday extra credit. We have Timothy.
Wait, don't we get to knock another name out?
Sorry. You get to knock one off.
I think Brolin is the move here.
That would leave you with Chalamet, Ferguson, Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, and Dave Bautista.
Rebecca Ferguson.
No, we already knocked out Dave Bautista.
We knocked out Bautista.
Oh, sorry.
I might have a better chance of getting...
Y'all still have Momoa, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have a better chance of getting Brolin than Rebecca Ferguson just because I'm familiar with her, but not outside of like this and Mission Impossibles. Well, you know what? No, I think we can get Rebecca Ferguson.
I think we can get, this Mission Impossible, Greatest Showman.
Yeah. You think this is already in her top 4? It's been out for 12 hours?
Yeah, but they shot it in March of 2019, so it's been on IMDb for a minute.
I don't know. I just don't know that it's going to work like that. But Brolin's going to be...
Some Avengies for sure.
It's going to be 2 Avengies.
Probably
No Country for Old
too.
Men. I don't know, man.
Do you think he would have any young Brolins?
No, he's never been young before.
He was born with that salt and pepper goatee.
You pick. I'm good with whatever you want. I think we have an equal chance at both, really.
Let's get Brolin out of here.
All right.
Brolin's gone. That leaves us with Tim.
Out of
Rebecca
curiosity,
Ferguson,
can you tell
Zendaya,
us...
Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa.
Can you tell us Josh Brolin's top 4 just out of curiosity?
Number 1, Avengers Endgame.
Sure.
Number 2, No Country for Old Men.
Hey.
Okay.
Number 3,
Infinity War.
Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Number 4, Inherit Vice.
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
I wouldn't have gotten the last one, but that was easy.
We definitely would have gotten 3 for sure.
Three
Any others
easy
y'all wanna
points
know?
for Brolin.
Yep. All right, let's do it.
Can you tell us the top 4 of all the people that we have to guess now? Just curious.
So we're going to jump straight in. For you to win today, you must get 15
Okay.
out of 5.
I'm not even worried about it.
Who do you want to start with?
Let's start with Becky.
Becky Ferg. What we got?
Black Eyed
Greatest
Peas,
Showman.
obviously.
Fergie.
She's Fergie, right?
Black Eyed
Fergalicious.
Peas.
Let's start with Greatest Showman.
Her birthday's October 19th, by the way.
Oh, happy late birthday.
Greatest Showman. Are you locking it in?
Locking it in.
Bong Bong.
Oh, boy. We goofed. We done goofed.
Love it. I love it.
We
I
done
love to see
goofed here.
this.
Especially after you know you would have gotten...
I know we would have gotten 3 with Josh. Here's the thing about me. I've never seen a Mission Impossible, so you're going to have to Sherpa me through that.
Look at me through the camera. Why the cuss did you get rid of Brolin then?
Because you seemed confident on Rebecca.
I said, I feel just about equally confident with both. You pick, and then you got rid of Brolin.
Yeah. I stand by it.
That's crazy.
If you're equally as confident with Rebecca as you are with Brolin, fire me off 5 Rebecca movies right now.
I fired off 3 Brolins, and I already gave you my 3 Beckys, and one of them's gone. Equal confidence, not equal competence, Dozier.
Perfect.
Mission Impossible 7. Or is it 6? I don't know the numbers.
Do you have a name for that?
The Henry Cavill one.
Okay.
Is that I don't know. I was gonna try to guess. I don't know. It's the Tom Cruise one, Carter. It's the Tom Cruise one.
Do you want to lock in the Henry Cavill
Yes.
Mission Impossible?
Yes.
Yep.
Bing, bing, bing. Number 2, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Okay. Then the one right before that, I'd like to also lock in.
Is that Ghost?
No, Ghost Protocol is 5, I think.
Mission Impossible. This time it's possible.
Just chronologically, the one before Fallout, I don't remember the name.
I haven't heard both of you lock it in, I don't think.
Can you
Sure, let's lock
will
it
that
in.
count though?
Yeah.
Okay, lock it in.
Bing, bing, bing. Number 1, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation.
It's also Green Day's 4th album.
I am pretty sure that is her first Mission Impossible. I think she's only been in 2.
One more guess with Beckham. If you get one of these movies, you officially don't have to get anybody perfectly.
I really don't know, man.
Yeah, Greatest Showman not being up there has thrown me off.
Yeah. I'm not super familiar with the rest of her work outside of Showman, then the Mission Impossibles, and now Dune.
Is there any reason to take a swing at Dune being up there?
The only reason being I can't think of another thing, but I just don't think a new release is up there. But let's find out.
Yeah.
You want to lock in Dune?
Sure.
Lock it in.
Bong bong.
Okay.
It's good to go ahead
Okay.
and put a Dune up there. Number 1, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Number 2, Mission Impossible Fallout. Number 3, Dr. Sleep.
I forgot.
Number 4, Life.
Is that the
Who's
space
next?
the space one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The hand in the helmet cover.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She's so good.
She's great. Who's up? Momoa, Isaac, Zendaya, Michi.
You want to take
Tim?
a Michi?
Let's take a Michi,
Yeah.
who I am
Alamo,
almost positive we have done this before.
Alamo played that. Is that a Vine? That was after
Yeah.
Vine.
No, it was after Vine.
Alamo played that as part of their little pre-roll thing before my showing.
I'm pretty sure it was just a Twitter video he made.
Yeah.
What do you got? Top 4 for Zendaya. You need to get somebody perfectly, and at least
Yeah, we
3
do.
on many of these.
Let's talk through Zendaya just briefly before we lock anything in. Just throwing our options on the table. We have 2 Spider-Mans.
Mm.
We have a Greatest Showman.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Weird.
that black and white movie with John David Washington. You know what I'm talking about?
No. I think there's a good chance her HBO show is there.
Euphoria?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I got like 2 episodes in and just wasn't interested. Just by the way.
Yeah,
Just for
it
those
seemed
curious.
pretty teen cliche to me,
Yeah.
and I was not quite interested in it.
It was like if Degrassi was nasty.
Denasty.
Degrassi.
Degrasty.
Degranast. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't work.
What do you feel like a good top 4 would be?
I feel the strongest about Euphoria just because it's like a recurring role that she's done that I think was fairly critically well received.
That's the one I feel least confident about.
I love that. I
I
love
feel
that.
like they don't put TV shows up there very often.
Okay.
Like
Greatest
Game
Showman,
of
then?
Thrones. Like I don't think Game of Thrones is in Momoa's top 4. I think we've done that before, right?
He's only in the first season.
There was somebody that was in Game of Thrones that like wasn't listed in their top 4.
Greatest Showman feels like an easy swing.
Yeah, it does, but it did with Rebecca Ferguson as well.
It's true. We can him and haw all day.
I'm more confident about Spider-Man Homecoming than I am Greatest Showman for Zendaya.
I love it. Let's do it.
Spider-Man Homecoming, lock it in.
Lock it in.
Bing, 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 bing. Number 1.
Number 1. Sure. Do you think Far From Home, perhaps?
No, because it's not out. Wait,
Yes,
it is out. What's the new one called?
No Way
Way
Home.
Home. Gosh, I think that is the stupidest hill to die on. Every Spider-Man has to have a home in it. That's so dumb. Far From Home. Yes.
You think it's there?
Yeah, I do.
I think it's there. Let's
Yeah.
lock it in.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Lock it in.
Bing, 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 bing. Number 3.
Methinks we're going to have to do the other 2 we talked about regardless of whether we feel good about them.
Yeah. Yep.
Greatest Showman, perhaps?
Greatest Showman, lock it in.
Lock it in?
Bing, 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 bing. Number 2.
Sure. Now, okay, let me ask you this. I don't know the name of it, but I'm pretty sure she got her start in a Disney show. Any chance on this earth that it's up there?
I would not have been able to tell you the name of this program 10 minutes ago or 10 minutes from now. But Arising Out of the Ether at My Time of Need, the title of that show, I believe, is Sunny with a Chance.
I'm pretty sure
don't
that's
know.
Demi Lovato.
Are
In
we
fact, I'm almost
confident of
100%
this?
sure that's Demi Lovato.
Are we confident of this?
I was a Disney Channel boy. That show was after my time, but my siblings were very into it. I'm 100% positive that is Demi Lovato.
No, it's Zendaya from Camp Rock, right?
She's done some voice acting.
Is it Smallfoot?
She's been Michi.
Is it Smallfoot? Her career-defining role as Michi?
I think Euphoria feels like the best.
Okay, I'm totally down to swing at it.
Let's try it. Let's just try
Euphoria.
it. Euphoria, lock it in.
Lock it in.
Bong Bong.
Yeah, sure.
Number 1, Spider-Man. Homecoming. I had to look closely because I get all the homes mixed up. Number 2, Greatest Showman. Number 3, Spider-Man Far From Home. Number 4, Malcolm and Marie. Doge mentioned it at the very beginning.
I've literally
remember the
never
name of
even
it.
heard of that in my life.
It's great. It had
John David
buzz.
Washington, right?
Mm-hmm. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It's basically like a one-act play. They're just in a house the whole time.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be
Not
that. I
quite
just
an
couldn't think of the
ambulance,
name of
but
it.
so we've got 5 points after 2 people. We're about halfway through. Who's next? Tim, Oscar, Momoa.
Let's try Momoa. Let's keep the ones that we're not super confident about at the top end like this.
Okay.
That way we know earlier if we're going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think C could be there?
The Apple TV Plus program. No.
Okay.
I started that show, by the way.
I
Really
don't.
good. Interesting. I like Momoa when he's utilized correctly. I like him a lot.
He's not a versatile spice.
I think he's more versatile. I think the problem is he got pigeonholed into one thing that he was good at in one way. You know what I mean? We can talk about it later. Okay.
Any chance that in this top 4 we have both Justice League and Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Wouldn't that be great?
Wouldn't I hate that specifically? Wouldn't IMDb do that to make me specifically angry?
Let's start with what we know for sure. And Aquaman's definitely there.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's lock in Aquaman.
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 Bing, bing, bing. Number 1.
Yeah.
You have 6 points.
He was not in Batman versus Superman. Just Justice League was his first.
He was in Batman versus Superman because remember Lex Luthor made trailers for all the different Justice League people?
Sure. I don't.
That Wonder Woman
did it
double-clicked on at the
show
end?
him though?
It did, yeah. When Wonder Woman was like, let me open QuickTime on the villain's computer and take a look at these sick fan edits he's made.
It was bad.
Okay. I mean, do you think Batman versus Superman: The Dawn of Justice is there?
I don't.
Justice
I don't
League.
think so.
I think
Justice
definitely
League.
is.
Yeah, Justice League, lock it in.
Justice League, lock it in.
Bing, 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 bing. Number 2.
Zack Snyder's Justice League is a separate credit.
Completely separate entity, right?
Dude, I feel like it might also be in his top 4.
I kind of think so, and that's going to make me
He even
so
has a
mad.
bigger part in it, doesn't he?
I know.
That's who Zack Snyder's
Sucks.
Justice. I'm willing to lock it in. I'm willing.
HBO ZSJL, lock it in.
Bong, bong.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
It felt,
All right.
in the
Unique.
moment, it felt really likely, actually.
Yeah.
7 points. No, 6 points. No, 7 points.
I mean,
7
it's going to
points.
be, in terms of the stuff people know him from, it's going to be C or Game of Thrones, I think.
He's a pretty major character. He's one of the characters that people who don't watch Game of Thrones know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a high
Aquaman.
likelihood Game of Thrones is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, let's
try it. Let's
Let's give
shoot
it
for
a
the
shot.
moon, baby. Where will we land if we miss? It's the stars.
shoot for the my moon and my stars.
Nice.
Game of
Very
Thrones.
good.
Game of Thrones, lock it in.
Lock it in.
Bong, bong. You can
bong.
still win the game. You can still win the game. Number 1, Aquaman. Number 2, Justice League. Number 3, The Bad Batch.
I didn't realize he was a voice in the Bad Batch.
I didn't either.
Number 4,
Oh, is it the animated Star Wars Bad Batch or a movie called The Bad? Because there is a
The
movie
Bad
called
Batch. No. There's a movie called The Bad Batch.
Right.
That's what he was in.
Right.
That's got like the smiley face shorts with a gun.
Don't
correct.
And number 4, Dune. Okay, who's next?
Wait, really?
You're kidding me.
Wait, isn't that such a mind killer? The fact that Dune
No, fear
showed
is
up
the
for
mind
somebody.
killer.
You tell me you're not afraid?
I'm terrified.
So we've got.
But I'm going to let
you
it
can
pass
have-
over me rather than
You
through
can
me.
your total possible points right now still stands at 17. All you need is 15 to win. You have 7 right now. And all you have left is Oscar and Tim.
We have to get one of them perfect and then 3 of the other one.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have to get 7 of the next 8 movies.
Either Timothy or Oscar has to be perfect.
I won't get either of them perfect. So who do you feel most confident about? Which Star
Oscar.
War is going to be in
Let's do
Oscar's
Oscar.
top? Let's do
Hot
Oscar.
Hot take. None of them.
All right. Interesting. I don't agree.
Not a
but
single
I'm
Star
down.
War. You want to start
with Inside Llewyn Davis?
Yep, I do.
All right.
Lock it in.
Inside Llewyn Davis, lock it in. Gotta be. Has to be.
So bold. Bing, bing, bing. Number 2.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to go with Ex Machina?
Ex Machina, lock it in.
Lock it in.
Bing, bing, bing. Number 1.
Yeah, that tracks.
You guys.
That tracks. That tracks.
So hot right now.
Annihilation, perhaps? Another Alex Garland flick?
Yeah,
Do you think?
I do. I think there's no Star War
His part's not huge.
in Annihilation. I'm fine to lock in Annihilation.
Let's lock in Annihilation right now. Let's do it.
Lock it in.
Don't think, just do. Go.
Bong, bong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have 9 points, which is kind of feels like you won a regular extra credit.
Will you lock arms with me as we lock in The Force Awakens?
Sure. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Force Awakens, lock it in.
Lock it in.
Bong, bong. Number 1, Ex Machina. Number 2, Inside Llewyn Davis. Number 3, A Most Violent Year.
Okay.
Number 4, Star Wars, The Last Jedi.
My eye is literally twitching.
I hope you're having a good birthday, Carter.
Happy birthday.
I'm having a great time.
Timothy Chalamet. Let's start with Shrek.
Chalamet. Yeah.
Cats
We can't
versus
just throw it away.
dogs.
We can't just throw it away.
Oh, I beg to differ. I can throw it all the Chalamet away.
Call me by your name.
Call me by your name. Lock it in.
Lock it
Bing,
in.
bing, bing, bing. Number 1, 10 points.
Little Women. Lock it in.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard Lock It In from Doge.
Oh, sorry. I said mm-hmm. Lock it in.
Bing, 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 bing. Number 4. If you don't answer something in the form of a question on Jeopardy, do they get points? No.
Depends on if it's the host's birthday.
I'm trying to say we're the next Jeopardy.
Listen to me.
11 points.
I'm
Is
locking
Dune
in
gonna
whatever
be up
comes
there?
out of. Oh, man, I don't know. How can anyone? Oh, Interstellar, dude.
Yeah. I forgot. He's in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interstellar.
Interstellar. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Bong, bong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dune. Lock it in.
Classic.
Dune. Lock it in. Dune.
Dune.
Lock it in.
Dune
Bong,
Part
bong.
1, lock it in.
Say bong bong.
Bong, bong. Number 1, Call Me By Your Name. Number 2, Lady Bird. Number 3, Beautiful Boy. Number 4, Little Women.
I honestly forgot he was in Lady Bird.
So, and his number 3 credit's just a description of him? I didn't realize IMDb could do that. You might know him from being the beautiful boy. Yeah, I do know Timothy Chalamet from being that. Is that a movie or just a heroic epithet?
To end this episode, I'd love to have your name. And I'd love for you to tell me what you wish for me for my birthday. I'm Carter. And I just wish I could replay this whole episode. It was fun. Thank y'all for being a part of this.
I'm Doge. And Carter, I wish you on your birthday the exact amount of happiness and joy that you give me.
Perfect. Well, that's great.
Is it? You decide.
Yeah.
Jordan, I wish you many happy returns. And that you will be swallowed by a Shai Hulud. And inside
guy from-
the belly of Shai Hulud, there will be a birthday party.
That would be fun.
But
it's
it's
pretty exclusive.
the cake. It's got coconut shavings all over it.
Oh, no.
No.
Ruined.
It's a perfectly good cake that somebody is like, let's give it the texture of grass.
Every day, the city streets stand between you and your customers, and your business's reputation is on the line. To help protect it, there's the Michelin Agilis Cross Climate Commercial Truck Tire. It's Michelin's most durable, heavy-duty, light commercial truck tire ever. Designed with professional-grade construction that resists curb scrubbing in the city. To outfit your fleet with tires you can trust, visit business.michelinman.com/professional services.